beautiful people, it's Tiana, and with Halloween being right around the corner, I am definitely in a spooky mood, which is why I went hunting on the internet for some very scary videos for us to take a look at. And I am not kidding when I tell you some of these videos are truly terrifying. So if you guys are ready, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Your neighborhood watch is supposed to make you feel safer. It shouldn't make you feel like this. YouTube channel D's Dark Adventures shares this footage sent in from a man in Michigan who said he was called to the end of the street by his neighborhood watch, and this is what he found. After watching the Watchman for a while, the guy realizes this figure is not a man.
Excuse me, why are its eyes glowing like that? That is like the scariest thing you could possibly see in your neighborhood late at night. I really find it so scary how he's just standing there and staring at them. Like, he's not doing anything, he's not moving, he's not even trying to attack them or anything. He is literally just standing there in this like full black cloak and glowing eyes. Like, what are you doing? That is so freaking scary. This is definitely giving me cult vibes, and I hate anything that gives me cult vibes.
Look at those eyes. Human eyes don't have eyes shine at night. When the figure starts walking menacingly toward him, he decides to get the heck out of there. What is this thing? I don't know, but if I had to guess, I'd say it isn't human.
I mean, it does have a body of a human, but those eyes are definitely not human at all. Because I don't really know of a human whose eyes glow in the dark like that. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think this could be. If it's a human, if it's a creature, what it is. I'm not too sure, and I don't really think I want to find out.
This kitchen poltergeist is very indecisive. YouTube channel Creepy7 Paranormal shares footage of a phantom who keeps opening and slamming the cupboard doors.
Olivier? Okay, that actually kind of jump scared me because I did not expect something to just go flying out of that cupboard. Talk about paranormal activity. Oh my goodness, that is some crazy stuff right there. Je vais appeler maman.
While objects start falling and throwing themselves, the kid starts to hyperventilate.
Ça a bougé. Maman. 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 Oli.
The most curious thing to me about this is that instead of fleeing, the kid steps further into the kitchen where all the poltergeist activity is happening. I don't know about you, but if that were me, I'd be hightailing it out of there.
If it was me, I would definitely be running right out of that kitchen. Poor kid was screaming for his mom. I cannot even imagine experiencing something like this as a kid. I think it would give me a full mental breakdown. I full on saw a tortilla fly off the shelf. That is just insane. Tortillas aren't supposed to be able to fly. Doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, I'm thirsty.
Those who walk the hallowed grounds of historical battlefields never leave empty-handed. YouTube team Memphis Seekers Paranormal explores the grounds where the Civil War Battle of Shiloh occurred, and they meet with a soldier. First, they hear something. That was a strange noise, but it may have been an animal. Later, they place the camera on the ground, and it captures some footsteps that they say weren't theirs. The audio also captures the guys' voices as they spot a figure.
Something straight up, right on the other side of the lake, just inside the trees.
Was it whatever they saw in the woods?
And there's something in the woods that is making a lot of racket.
Although the guys saw something that we, as viewers, weren't privy to, the noises alone were creepy enough for me to have called off this investigation before it even began.
I cannot even begin to imagine the amount of energy and paranormal activity on a battlefield. There must be so many spirits of soldiers there just trying to come through and communicate with them. And I mean, you can definitely hear, especially in the first clip, a man's voice trying to come through and communicate to them. And what's even more terrifying is that to me, it sounded like it was like groaning or moaning in pain. They were using EMF readers and motion detectors, and literally every single gadget was going off. So I mean, I'd say that's pretty clear evidence of paranormal activity.
Closed down for good in 1987, the untold terrors that happened at Pennhurst Asylum have left their mark. The YouTube team, Ghost Trip Investigation, investigate the haunted place, and very soon they hear something.
We actively encourage you to come close to the sound of our voice, to use our equipment.
Whoa.
Did you hear that?
That came from that way.
It's like a bang.
That was loud.
They enter the room where they heard the noise, and they find a name.
There's a name on this bed.
No, there's not.
Phyllis Irwin.
Oh my goodness.
That somehow makes things creepier. The guys continue on, and they're heading down a hallway when a series of things happens.
So we're down there now. It's not my name to come towards us. Did I just see you come out of this room? Whoa! Mate, what is going on?
That fully sounded like someone was in the other room. I would be so freaking terrified if I was them right now. Again, just like the battlefield, I feel like this is a place where you would have so much energy and paranormal activity just because of the things that went on in there. And I mean, right off the bat, things are going down.
Then this crazy message comes through on their ghost app.
A word bank, and it generates random words as we go around. We've just had the name Phyllis, and then I'm asking for a surname, and it's come through on here, Irwin. Irwin.
That cannot be a coincidence. And then, through another paranormal device, this is heard.
Oh, no, did it! No, stop. What's your surname, Phyllis?
Phyllis Irwin. I wonder what happened to Phyllis Irwin at Pennhurst Asylum. Why does her spirit remain here? I hope one day we get some answers.
The spirit of this woman by the name of Phyllis Irwin kept coming through and trying to communicate with them. She fully gave them her first and last name through the app. Not to mention, at the end there, they literally heard someone say the name Phyllis, which is so crazy. I mean, what are the chances? Phyllis really gave these guys quite an experience. I bet they're never gonna forget that one.
This inn in the UK is supposedly haunted, and as guests stay at the inn and are observed on camera, mysterious events often unfold. The YouTube channel Spooktia Podcast speaks to the haunted hotel crew, and here are some of the images that haunt them most. A possessed doll falling from its chair inside a pentagram. This creepy shadow figure that appears and then slowly vanishes. And this shifty ghost floating past outside the window. These are just some of the crazy things the crew has captured on camera. I think that's enough for me to tune in to see what else is haunting this hotel.
I am gonna say the shadow and the doll falling over are definitely creepy, and they do kind of feel paranormal, but I do feel like the last clip with the window and the bright lights could have just been a car driving by. Just think about it. If it's dark outside and a car drove by, it would look like a really bright light just like flying past the window. Honestly, I'm not really sure let me know in the comments, do you guys think this is paranormal activity or something else?
Located in Scotland, Bannockburn House is a magnificent 17th century mansion said to be haunted by the Bonnie Prince Charles. The YouTube team, Trax Studio, investigates the mansion, and their paranormal devices are quickly triggered.
Thank you. Oh, the two of them. The guys are just setting up some cameras here, and John says he was hearing some movement up here. And
in another room, the crew sees a black shadow standing beside one of them. You can hear them talk about it off camera.
I actually sort of see something at the left-hand side of the bed.
I've seen something. But you see it left, you mean here?
Aye, that,
Yeah,
sorry, right, sorry, I haven't got right hand.
That's where they are.
They hear a scary noise that causes them to panic.
Hearing that would be enough for me to get the hell out of there. I mean, this is a 17th century mansion. You are bound to get some crazy paranormal activity. Think about the amount of people that went in and out of this house throughout the years. It's quite literally a gold mine for paranormal activity at this point.
And a little later, one of the team can be heard choking.
You're right.
He says he was being strangled, but by what? By the ghost of Bonnie Prince? Or by some other evil that lies herein? Scotland has some gruesome history, and I think deep research would help us unravel what demon is strangling him. Only then will we find out what it wants.
I don't think we've ever seen anyone get strangled by a ghost before on this channel. I mean, at that point, it's not even a ghost. Like, we're talking about a demon. That just goes to show that sometimes hunting for the paranormal can get dangerous.
According to the YouTube team, Causa Sobrenatural, they've never been more afraid in their lives than on this night. As they enter this abandoned home, they hear steps coming up the stairs.
Tá só gravando. Escutou? Subiu a escada. Bateu a porta, subiu a escada.
The team investigates further, and that's when they hear this.
Ah, tomando teu.
Vamos embora daqui, cara.
Você escutou isso?
Cara, eu escutei. Meu Deus do céu.
Ela cantarolou lá em cima.
Eu não cantei, não.
What was that? It sounds like either a human voice or an instrument to me, but whose? I understand why this would strike fear in the team. Something is present, and it's uncertain whether or not it's even human. If I were there, I'd be getting out of this home ASAP.
I would truly love for it to be a musical instrument, but I do think it might be like a demon. That wailing was truly terrifying, and I love their reaction because they were like, dude, we are getting out of here. And honestly, I would do the exact same thing because I am not taking my chances, especially with the footsteps they heard at the beginning. Like, that fully sounded like someone was in there with them.
YouTuber Dalen Spratt visits cemeteries and communicates with ghosts through spirit box sessions. This particular cemetery is home to celebrities like Truman Capote, Hugh Hefner, and the beloved Marilyn Monroe. Spratt speaks to Marilyn, and the responses he gets are compelling.
Is Marilyn here? Wait.
It is apparently a thing for people to come and kiss Marilyn's tomb wearing pink lipstick. Spratt asks her if she cares for this.
Marilyn, do you like when people come kiss your tomb?
It seems she doesn't, yet she is happy that she's remembered.
How does it make you feel that you're still remembered years after you passed away? Say good.
And she misses this world.
Do you miss being here? Usually.
Some viewers suggest listening to the responses at slow speed as more can be understood. I think Spratt's questions are intriguing at the very least, and at the most may provide a true insight into Marilyn's afterlife experience.
I'm not too sure because a lot of the sounds that I hear coming through the spirit box are like very vague. Like, I guess you could say she said all those things, but like it's really kind of a stretch. Either way though, watching that was very unsettling.
The horror film The Descent follows women cavers into the depths of a cave system where they are stalked by an unknown creature. YouTube team Rob with Scooby and Scooby head to the cabin where they filmed some of the scenes, and on his way there, something is watching him.
I don't know if you can see this. Eyes looking at us in the woods. Possibly foxes. You get the glare.
When he arrives at the cabin, it does look straight out of a horror movie.
Coming into full view there, that is an actual horror movie cabin location.
It definitely looks like it is straight out of a horror movie, but what I am truly concerned about here is the fact that they're being watched by something in that forest. You guys know I am terrified of nature in the dark. I have no idea why, but like forests at night just terrify me. And to see those glowing eyes staring at him from a distance, I literally can't. Like, it is giving me full body shivers. I would be out of there so fast, I would almost teleport.
But luckily, things aren't what they seem.
Pulled it up. I think originally this was a hunting lodge. Obviously the filmmakers found the location, found it was perfect.
Or are they?
Meant film locations of the mountain area.
What was that strange mist?
Meant film locations of the mountain area.
Maybe this place is haunted after all. Well, I think that was probably condensation from Rob speaking on this cold night. I feel like this place is too spooky and must be haunted.
I don't know why, when I saw that mist pop up, it definitely caught me off guard. I was so scared. But then when he said it was most likely condensation from him speaking, it makes complete sense. That's probably exactly what it is, but out of context, seeing that was really scary. That is definitely not a cabin I would want to spend my weekend at.
Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Horrifyingly Haunted 3, this Redditor wrote, "What the heck? Just peeked out from under the car. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about." There was certainly some debate about this video in the comments. Some viewers initially had trouble seeing the object, but after they did, some thought it could be a cat. Since the object moves so fast, I definitely think that could be a possibility. Alternatively, could it be something more nefarious, like something tampering with their car? Which side are you on here?
I would definitely check my car before driving it just to make sure no one messed with it. Because of how tiny it was and how fast it moved, I instantly assumed it was a squirrel. It could also definitely be a cat, and all those explanations are way better than a ghost. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think this was a cat or a squirrel, or was it something more evil?
Located in Holly Springs, North Carolina, Honeycup Farm has been deemed the world's most haunted farm. YouTuber Sunny Deeds joins CJ to see if Honeycutt has earned that title. As they find a pentagram, they start hearing things and seeing things.
What was that?
Something down in that room.
Is that something moving down there?
Something is in there with them.
Zoom in.
They search but don't find anything. That is, until they enter this room.
Right now. Yes.
Sunny starts to feel the evil.
I just feel like there is something that is right here with me right now. Like it's very, very close. I feel like something is trying to...
And shortly after, this happens.
I feel like there's something right here in this room. I feel like there's something right here, dude. Something in this room.
Here's CJ's point of view.
What the are you doing? What are you doing, Sonny? Stop. There's a handprint on you. There's a handprint. Dude, what are you doing? Stop.
You can see the dark red handprint on Sonny's back. I think he was touched by the demon, and it doesn't seem like the demon was done with him yet.
Things definitely took a turn at the end, because why was there a full-on handprint on his back? That is when you know things are getting serious, when ghosts are getting physical with you. And they were saying things like pain and demon, and none of those sound really good to me.
A horrifying event happened in this home. 3 sisters all had their lives taken here, and ever since, it has been abandoned and haunted. YouTube team Ming's Paranormal investigates the abandoned house. One YouTuber hears a whistle during the home tour. Did you hear it? Here it is again. In another instance, this mysterious orb descends from above, disappearing halfway across the screen. That doesn't look like your average dust particle. Do the souls of the 3 sisters still linger in this abandoned house? I definitely think the team should spend more time here to see if they can make further contact. But personally, I don't think I'd have the guts to step foot in this place.
Honestly, me neither, but I definitely think they should, because I want to find out what's going on here. Because let me tell you, that is not a regular looking orb. Like, it doesn't look like a dust particle. It doesn't look like a little bug. That definitely looks like something abnormal. And considering the tragedy that happened in the house, I mean, everything leads me to think this could be paranormal activity. That orb very well could have been one of the 3 sisters.
This forlorn figure has a story shared by YouTube channel blah blah. This image is trending in the Arabic-speaking YouTube community. The original video source for the image is unknown. Standing atop a rooftop, the ghostly figure appears to be staring down at us. But what is it doing up there? And what does it want? There is no backstory or context to this image, and I'm desperate to get to the bottom of it. If you have any theories about this woman's story, or have seen the footage that pertains to this image, please share it in the comments. For now, this mystery will remain unsolved.
For some reason, these out of context pictures always scare me the most. Who took that picture? Who's that woman? And why is she on the roof? Is she a ghost? Is she just a crazy person? Like, what is going on here? Honestly though, if I ever saw her on my roof, I would be very scared. Like, why are you just chilling on my roof, lady? Get off!
After hearing banging noises and experiencing lights turning on and off while cleaning during a night job, this worker, Drew, experiences something even more bizarre. The YouTube channel Dark Places shares this footage. They say the head of a figure is blocking the light here. Personally, I don't see that, but as the clip continues, things get spookier. He moves into the next room. And that's where he sees this. This occurred after a harrowing event from the week before.
It's just like hitting the vacuum. This is never on.
Are these two events related? Did that shadow figure follow him to his workplace? I wouldn't doubt it, but I do doubt that this is the last they've seen of this chaos.
And this is why you have to be careful messing with paranormal stuff, because we all know sometimes ghosts like to follow people. And it looks like whatever ghost was messing with him in the beginning followed him to his workplace. I have never seen a computer do something like that. That definitely looked paranormal to me. Let me tell you, if I were that guy, I would definitely have to quit my job. That is way too much to deal with.
Have you ever felt an evil energy you couldn't explain? The YouTube team, North Shore Paranormal, explores the Glore Psychiatric Museum. The museum is housed in the former State Lunatic Asylum No. 2, which opened in St. Joseph, Missouri in 1874. The museum sent me some historic photos, including this one I found the most chilling. This is the stomach contents of a patient here. As the North Shore Paranormal team explores, the building soon becomes alive.
Okay, that's the echo. Oh. Thank you. You're welcome.
After the EMF meter responds to their request, they move to the 3rd floor, where they receive this worrisome message. On the 2nd floor, they start to hear things.
Did you just make that noise? No, not you. I heard a click over here, and now the EMF's going off.
In one room, they notice 2 mirrors facing each other. This is often believed to be a vortex between 2 worlds, and that appears to come up in their communication.
Are you scared of Violet? Vortex. Vortex? Vortex? Where's the vortex here? Am I standing in one?
Would you consider those 2 mirrors?
Oh my. Oh my.
Perhaps the vortex has allowed spirits or energies to pass in and out of this haunting museum. They're in limbo, never able to return home, because where is their home now? I can't answer that question, but I can say it's making me never want to leave mine.
When the word vortex came through and then they mentioned the mirrors and then the flashlight went off, that is when I knew that is some real paranormal stuff right there. Because it literally looks like the ghost was using the flashlight to confirm what she was saying. Yes, the vortex is in between the 2 mirrors. And we all know that facing 2 mirrors in front of each other creates a spiritual vortex. So that at the end there really scared me because it all happened super fast. Honestly, those girls are super brave because I feel like at that point I would be out of there. It's like way too much paranormal experience to just experience at once. But alright you guys, we have finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and definitely let me know which clip you found the most terrifying. I have to say that one picture of the girl on the roof really scared me because it was just like so out of context and it makes me have so many questions. But also that very first clip of the neighborhood watch definitely caught me off guard because why were his eyes glowing so bright? All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you so much and I'll see you next time. Bye.